sir.
You come to give yourself up?
Oh, yeah. I've been very naughty.
Well, hi and welcome back to episode 4. We left you at the end of episode 3 where we just said goodbye to some friends. And guess what? More friends have arrived. Say hello to Mark and Lee.
Hello!
So these people we met when we was on our Southwest WA tour in Jarrahdale. They have actually, you've been in another video, haven't you? You've been in one down there. But Mark and Lee have been travelling for 3 years. They're full-time, full-time, and they intend to carry on pretty much indefinitely until they can't do it anymore. Mark was the one, actually, that shamelessly stole my idea for the orange lights and the shelving down here, didn't you?
Yes.
You wanted a diesel heater because you got a diesel heater.
Yes, he did inspire me. He was very much instrumental in inspiring me to fit a diesel heater, which I've done, and it works great. So thank you for that.
No worries.
So we're just going to have a little bit of a catch up and see what they've been up to, and we'll be back with you in a bit. Bye. So absolutely lovely catching up with Mark and Lee. Really nice people. Always enjoy their company. We had a nice couple of hours just swapping stories, etc. So we're going our kind of separate ways now. They're heading a little bit more inland and we're going to stay coastal for a little while. But I'm sure we will, we're definitely keeping in touch, so I'm sure our paths will be able to cross again at some point soon. So we're just going to do a little bit of prep for moving on tomorrow now. I've put the tables and chairs away and I'm just going to sweep this mat off and get that out of the way. One less job for the morning. And yeah, we're moving to the other side of Adelaide tomorrow morning, basically so that we're near the Kia agent, so we can hopefully get the car just checked over and that's booked in for its diagnostic. Yeah, so we will catch up with you sometime tomorrow when we're on the new place. Back in a bit. So we've arrived at the Echo Holiday Tourist Park, was it? Earlier today, and just had a little bit of a wander round. This is the caravan park, and as you can see, they really squeeze them in. I mean, they're so tightly packed, the vans and vehicles. But we came to this park because it's literally minutes from where we need to take the car in tomorrow. It's just handy, really. We're here today and tomorrow night, and hopefully they sort the car out tomorrow and we can move on. But it's just time to let Sid have a little wander. So it looks like they've got some little chalets here as well. They look quite nice. They just squash the people in too much, that's the only thing. So we've just had an extremely nice T-bone steak, haven't we?
Delicious.
We've not had a T-bone for years, and we got it from that little butcher's in Woodner that was at about a week ago, where we stocked up the freezer, if you remember us saying. But yeah, absolutely delicious it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, very good.
Cooked to perfection, of course. A few more are obviously a bit more residential or very long term. That's a converted school bus there by the looks of things.
That looks like a converted bus.
Yeah, another converted bus there. It's interesting how quite a lot of the holiday parks have a little section where they've got people that clearly have been living here for years. Some of these are very well established.
Come on, babe, don't do anything here. Let's go around the glass up here.
So we've taken the car in this morning for them to hopefully look at the why it went into limp mode issue. They're keeping it all day. He has already mentioned the fact that because it's not actually doing the fault at the moment, they might not be able to do anything, which sort of suggests to me that we're being prepared for the we can't find anything wrong, which is sort of typical in these situations, isn't it? So I'm not sure how that'll go. The other thing that's a bit frustrating is we've got the squeak back, haven't we?
Sure.
So the squeaky handbrake thing that we had fixed on Saturday morning, that seemed to be fixed on Saturday, by Monday appears to have come back. It's maybe not as bad, to be honest, but it's definitely still there, which is frustrating. So that was a waste of time. So we have come out to Semaphore today because the car's in. We're just wandering around in the motorhome and basically going to be passing most of the day. But surprisingly, Semaphore, we didn't know what was here, but it actually seems very nice. We came through a very sort of industrial port type area, and I thought, oh, this is going to be a bit of a waste of time, but then suddenly we dropped into the town of Semaphore itself, and it is very nice. A nice little coastal area here, and just over there in the centre of the screen is the entrance into the main street, which we'll probably have a walk up, and it was really nice. Loads of cafes and all sorts of things. So this is the main street of the coastal town of Semaphore. It's quite busy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, we've actually found the whole of the Adelaide roads to be incredibly busy. Pretty much everywhere we've been, you literally can't get across the junctions. The queues of traffic have been amazing. Quite an old style theatre there, that's kind of cute. It's kind of interesting. Look at the old weighing scales there. Very nice temperature today. Quite pleasant, isn't it?
It's definitely when you're undercover as well. But it is nice, yeah.
Then it's just in bits and bobs shop. Wow, look at that.
It's in the big dinosaur in the middle.
Yeah. All sorts of.
Yeah.
Got a little bit cloudy, and there's a little bit of a cool breeze. And it's very nice. This looks quite a nice little place. Arnold's.
Sorry?
We've had to stop for a coffee-shaped refreshment. So that was a nice little coffee, and we're going to head back now because Angie wants to take advantage of the washing facilities on the caravan side, because she wants to do the bedding, don't you? The quilt cover and everything, so she can whack it all in the big washer on the caravan site. And fingers crossed, we're only there tonight now. I say fingers crossed because hopefully we've not got any further car issues and we can move on, because we've got I think one more stop, and then we're well, maybe two more stops after this, and then we're about to hit the Great Ocean Road, which we're looking forward to. So back to the van and back to the site for now. So we're just about to leave the site here, and we're heading south today to the Waterfront Holiday Park in Tailem. So we're going to go through Harndorf again. We'll probably stop and have a coffee in Harndorf. Quick update on the car. We did pick the car up obviously yesterday, and surprise, surprise, they couldn't find anything wrong. They did, well, they said they'd done a diagnostic. To be honest, I think they just put the scanner on it. But they said it's got a clean bill of health, they can't see anything. So that's a little bit of a mystery. We don't know why it went into limp mode. We're fingers crossed it doesn't do it again. So anyway, we are basically ready to roll. Angie's just finishing off a little bit of prep inside, and we're going to hit the road and aim for Tailem via Harndorf. So I just wanted to show you this. This is the Waterfront Holiday Park. It's on the main road as you leave Adelaide, just behind the servo there. But it's a privately owned, very impressive little park. It's a very secure site with an electronic code access system that's a bit more sophisticated than we've seen elsewhere. And then once inside, they've got a mixture of cabins and all sorts of different types of accommodation. They clearly are very proud of their grass. But just have a look at this. So that's where we're set up. and they're doing their best to keep the grass clean, and they're constantly watering it. But what I did just want to show you is the amenities block. Now, truth be told, I know nobody's particularly interested in looking at toilets, but these do deserve a look. Just have a look how perfect this is. It's absolutely spotless. Every toilet's got air fresheners in. There's mats to stand on in the showers. It's absolutely perfect. You really can't ask for any more than that, can you? Oh, it looks like Angie's chatting to someone in the distance there. We're also just on the banks of the Murray River now, so I think we'll have a little wander down and a nosy round there later. Hi, well, sorry to have to interrupt your video. At this point we took a trip out to the old Tailem town pioneer village. Unfortunately, somehow, and I didn't even know that you could do this, I managed to mute my microphone. So the majority of the audio in this next section is rubbish. It did pick up a little bit when Angie had her microphone on and we were close together. I managed to salvage some tiny bits of audio, but in the main there is no audio, so I've slotted a bit of music in to replace my voice. Some would say that's a good thing. Hope you enjoy it.
Hello, sir.
You come to give yourself up?
Oh, yeah. I've been very naughty.
I've been very naughty.
Look at them desks. I remember desks a little bit like that. I was singles, not doubles.
Here they are, the little bottles, look.
Oh yeah, yeah, they were like that.
That and a straw. That was brilliant, wasn't it?
That was very interesting. What a cool place.
I like anything like that.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you waiting for
Are we
us
the
and you
last
can
one?
go home?
What do you got there?
We're just
I'm just
filming.
filming you, is that okay?
Okay.
That's another place, man.
Woo. Okay. Okay. Come on.
That was lovely, very enjoyable.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have had our leftovers tea, haven't we?
Yep.
Leftover spicy spag bowl and a few chips. Double carbs. Double carbs. Anyway, we're going to go and have a look at the Murray River. See what that looks like from here. I've challenged Angie to swim across it. She's not actually agreed yet, but I think I've got a teeter in.
You're a lemon. Oh, look at them houseboats.
You what?
Houseboats over there.
It is a houseboat, yeah. I don't know how much wind the microphone is picking up, but there's a lot of wind. I've got to say, I don't think that windmill is doing a lot. It's not moving.
It's turned off.
It's blowing a hoolie right at it, and it's not moving.
Come on. Don't try and knock me over, you lemon.
I don't know what these are. I think they're like little viewing platforms or something. It's a pretty good view, but it's very windy. They had 4 different categories of pitch fees here, ranging from $40 a night up to, I think, 60 odd, depending on whether you wanted to be on gravel or grass, or you wanted a view, or well, there's another one, I can't remember what the other one was. They're actually doing a load of work over this side of the park. They're putting in a lot more powered pitches. So they've been doing a fair bit of digging today and creating a bit of dust, which hasn't been affecting us because it's been blowing the other way. But there are a couple of vans that will probably have been a bit cheesed off because of it.
Gonna be your mother?
Well, that was a very short look at the river.
Yeah.
Because it was crazy windy. The Tailem, what was it called? The Tailem?
Tailem or Tailem?
Pioneer Village was the highlight for today, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was excellent.
That was actually very good. It was a bit expensive, $52 that was for the 2 of us. Sid was free, interestingly. Well, at least they let him in.
Thank God they let him in, yeah.
It's a little bit unusual, isn't it, to be able to take your dog into something like that. But I think he enjoyed it. There were some interesting smells for him, for sure. Right, so we arrived in Kingston SE yesterday afternoon. I'll show you the council run site that we're on, which essentially is $10 a day. Later, when we get back there, we're just having a little wander through the town. Had a very nice quiet night last night. Homemade pizza for dinner, which was good, wasn't it? I slightly overdid the base, if I'm honest. It was a little bit crispier than I prefer, but it was good. So this is Kingston SE. Bongo drums.
Hi.
Right.
Come on, you.
Sid, come away.
Come on.
This is a town which appears to be famous for lobster, and there's rather a big one down here. A little bit of everything in there, I think. She's trying to get away. She's trying to get away.
Oh, it's your dog. They're running. That's one of them.
Tons of bargains in there, look, tons of them. So it seems the main street in Kingston is a little bit less main than we thought. We just got to the end of it there in no time. It seemed bigger when we drove through yesterday. I don't know why that is. We both thought the same. They do have a very impressive car wash up at the other end, so we might just give that a go, perhaps before we leave tomorrow, because everything is a bit mucky. Oh, there's a shark on the roof up there, look.
Yeah, I noticed that coming in.
Not something you see every day.
What?
Just have a look at these. We've never seen these anywhere before. This is a water fountain. If I just come round that side, you put your foot on there, and that little thing goes down.
You having a drink, Sid?
Sydney's putting it in the shade so nobody can see.
He's
Well,
trying
have
to
a drink,
hide in
Sid?
the shade. You having a drink?
There you go. But that little recess literally just sinks down and it automatically fills with water to give your dog a drink. Or of course, he can just play with it like that. Never seen that before.
I love.
And when you take your foot off, it just comes back up like that. And there you go. So it keeps the water cool. If the water was just sat in a bottle, it would warm up too much. Clever. And there's the tavern. There's always one.
Hello.
Oh, Sid's making friends again.
What are you doing?
Every time. The amount of people that just love staffies in Australia, and I gather they're pretty frowned upon in the UK now. Beach noms, bakery, cafe, takeaway.
Yeah.
Looks like it might be closed. Oh, there's one person in. You want to have a nosy?
Yeah. Have a donut or something.
I didn't look too hot in there. Everything looked a bit dry and So we have avoided the cafes because they didn't look out special, to be honest. And we have invested in a lemon and blueberry sponge cake from IGA and are going home to make a brew. Aren't we, babe?
Yeah.
Saving money all the time. So this is the little park area right by the site that we're on, which is very nice. Sid having another drink. They're a great idea then because they get cold water. A little barbecue area there, that's quite nice. Looks nice and clean. So in the distance there you can see the council run site, which is very good really. They supply free water so you can fill your tanks. There is a dump point and it's effectively $10 a night. You pay a minimum of $20 but you stay 2 nights for that, so effectively it's $10 a night. Put your money in the machine, get a ticket, there you go. Okay, so we're just filling up the water bladder in the car. This makes it nice and easy to just leave the motorhome where it is and run backwards and forwards. It's been a very worthwhile investment so far, and we've barely got going really, so it's good. So I'll just show you through the site here. These are actually a really good idea because you'll see in a minute just how many vans there are on here, and the Shire are getting a minimum of $20 off every van. It might be for a 2-night stay or maybe just for a 1 night, but still they provide very little, and it's actually an easy way of making some money from just a bit of land that's sat there doing nothing, and very handy for the travellers. So this is us, here we are. Last night tonight, and then we move on and we're going to a goat farm. So we're just having our last walk in Kingston SE. We'll be leaving first thing in the morning, and we spotted this jetty last night, but it was a bit cold and very windy, although it's pretty windy tonight. It seems to have died off just a little bit now, hasn't it? It has
Because you've
been
just put your jumper on.
pretty windy, yeah. It's getting more and more windy as we get further out.
True it is.
I just suggested to Angie that we play a game and we climb down into the marsh and see who can find the first snake. But
She said you could go first, didn't she?
she said I could go first. Funny that. Angie said if we look back down there, there's fencing all the way down where there's really nothing to fall over. You'd only fall a few feet, and then once you get out here over the sea where you could actually, well, it's a bigger fall and you could do a bit of damage. There's no fencing on one side. A little bit of beach, or is it dune? Full of seaweed.
Yeah.
Well, it's very windy. I'm sure the mic will be picking some of that up. Come on, that'll
Come
do.
on, Sid. It's a bit stinky, that water, isn't it?
It is a bit smelly. Well, I'm going to say that of all the beautiful beaches we've seen in Australia, Kingston SE is not blessed with one of them.
Oh, it's a nice bank of sand.
It was not a nice beach.
It's just full of seaweed at the minute.
Full of seaweed.
Well, ours can be like that seasonally.
Well, a little bit, but that was not nice. Back to get Sid's ball and let him have a play with the ball. He's been looking forward to this all day. He's been talking about it all day, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So Angie has just nipped back to the van to get Sid's ball and chucker. He left me with Sid so I can just rest my knees for a bit. For the people that know me, they'll know that I have a bit of trouble with my knees. Well, I have a lot of trouble with my knees, to be honest. Arthritis in my knees, basically. So I'm on anti-inflammatories at the moment to try and curb that. But just something I have to put up with. But that's why you occasionally see me limping a bit in the videos. As you can probably see there's quite a few more people packed into the site now. It would be by no means full. You're only seeing one side of it there, but there's quite a lot of vans in there. I think Sid has spotted Angie. Let's see if he gets excited. Now, is he getting excited because he's seen his mum, or because she's carrying the ball and the chucker?
What have I got? Hey?
I'm getting pulled.
What have I got? Hey?
I think it's the chucker.
What have I got?
What is it?
You want to play ball? Hey?
Right, head over that way a little bit. This is what Sid loves. He'll do this all day. Well, until he falls asleep anyway. Good boy. He loves it. Well, that's it. He's had enough. He's done about 20 runs now. You can tell when he's tired. He just suddenly decides he's not going to drop the ball anymore. He wants to carry it home. So that's it for this episode. We're away in the morning and we're going to a town called Millicent. And as mentioned earlier, it's a goat farm where we're staying.
A little bit
So
different.
that should be interesting. It promises to be, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, see you soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.